Hey everyone. So, whenever you are traveling overseas, be it for educational purposes, professional reasons, or just a 15-day trip, one of the most important things that you have to consider are the expenditures that you will be incurring over there. And so, this video is basically about that. The It has two parts: the transportation costs and the my expenditure as a student living here. Valencia offers a number of ways for you to travel around the city, and number one is the very popular public bike sharing service called Valenbisi. Number two, the EMT buses. Number three, the trams. And number four, the subway, the metro, the underground train, whatever you call it. So, number one, the public bike sharing service, Valenbisi. You can get access to it. To get access to it, first of all, you have to purchase this card. It's a plastic card. You can purchase it from a tobacco shop. It'll cost you €2, and after that, you have to get this card registered with the EMT website. Now that you have registered your card successfully, you will be receiving an email from them, which will be basically telling as to how to proceed, how you can get access to the service, how you can activate this card to use the service. It is one of the most economical and convenient way to travel in Valencia, and riding a bike in Valencia is quite easy because majority of the roads here are flat and you don't have to really put in a lot of effort to ride your bike. So it is the most convenient way to travel around for me as well. And Valenbisi has two types of subscriptions: the weekly one and the yearly one. The weekly one is will cost you €13, and the yearly one will cost you €29. So I took the €29 one because I was living here for 5 months, so it seemed most convenient for me. And also, like, the weekly one is much more expensive than the yearly one. So, and also people prefer to buy the yearly subscription only. Now, once you have activated your Valenbisi, you can use it for up to 30 minutes each time you pull out a bike. Now, what you can do is, there's a small hack to using the Valenbisi. You can take the bike, you can pull out a bike, you can ride it for 25 minutes and park it in the nearest Valenbisi station. And after that, immediately you can pull out the same bike or a different one, whatever suits you, and you can continue your ride. So after 30 minutes, they'll start charging you. They'll charge you 52 cents for the first hour, and subsequently they'll keep on charging you. It'll keep adding up. So just to prevent that, what people do is they just ride for 20 to 25 minutes, park the bike, and then again pull out the bike. And Valencia is not a very big city. It's not as big as Barcelona or Madrid, so you can actually travel in Valencia like 30 to 45 minutes. That's how small Valencia is. To get access to the bus, train, and the tram, you need to buy this ticket. It's a paper ticket. You can purchase this from the subway station or the tram station as well. It looks something like this, and it's a paper card. I bought this in the initial days here, and when you are buying this for the first time, it will cost you €8.6, and as you recharge this, it will cost you €8, and recharge will give you 10 trips, and you can take these 10 trips on the bus or the metro or the tram. You can use any mode of transport. So it is also quite convenient, and transportation here in Valencia is cheaper than in Barcelona. Each ride using this card will cost you 80 cents, but in Barcelona each ride costs you 1.1 euros. So definitely Valencia is cheaper in terms of transportation costs, and this is also quite convenient. You basically have to just tap it when you're boarding the bus, and before boarding the tram and the metro you have to tap this, and make sure to tap this, yeah, because if you don't tap it and you get caught, uh, you might, be required to pay a huge fine that will be greater than the cost of this. So make sure to travel honestly all times. I personally didn't really need to use this a lot because thankfully my apartment was really close to my university, and because of that reason I didn't have to really use this. I used the uh, Valenbisi, or I used to just walk. And however, if you are a tourist here in Valencia, sorry, this is probably the most convenient way to travel around, and because this is quite cheap, and also you will probably be requiring to travel at least 10 times in the public transport. So for a tourist this is the best option. Apart from the Valenbisi, the bus, the tram, the train, you also have your uh, the usual ones, Uber, Cabify, as well as the taxis. And Valencia, not being not a very big city, you can also cover it by foot to some extent. So that's like the end of the transportation costs. And moving on to the day-to-day costs that I had to incur here personally, and like Valencia, to be honest, is quite cheap. It's one of the cheapest cities in Europe to live in, and you don't really have to worry a lot about money here. And initially, when I came here, I used to buy my groceries and my day-to-day stuff from the small stores. I didn't know about the big supermarkets. As time passed by, I got to know about Mercadona and Consume. These are the biggest supermarkets in whole of Spain, and they offer a wide variety of products, and the prices are really reasonable. I on a monthly basis used to spend something around 100 to 120 euros on food and groceries, and my food and grocery list used to include bread, eggs, rice, meat. Then I'm a big snacker, so it used to include a lot of chocolates and chips as well. So I used to wrap it up within 120 euros. It's quite affordable. And obviously, if you have a tendency to spend more money, then yes, the bills will go higher. And you can always cook food at home to save money, reduce your expenditures. And also, cooking will allow you to learn an additional skill that will be quite helpful for you as well. And however, if there are definitely times when we want to eat out, I've also eaten out in a number of bars and restaurants. So there are like n number of bars and restaurants here. You don't have to worry about them, and they offer like a lot of food, typical Valencian food as well, American fast food as well, Indian food as well. So you don't have to really worry about the food here, and the typical price for one person at a low range restaurant will be like 10 euros, 10 to 15 maximum, and then it keeps on getting higher as you go to fancier places. So but there's also Taco Bell, Burger King, and the usual ones. and like I on a monthly basis used to spend approximately 600 to 650 euros, and these all of this included my house rent, my electricity bills, my phone bills, my food and groceries, my transportation, and my additional any miscellaneous expense such as maybe books or uh, notebooks. Then all of this like 600 to 650 euros, which I believe that in Europe is quite reasonable and is quite affordable to live. And also very importantly, there are number of student discounts available here. If you are a student and enrolled at a university, they will be giving you a card which has certain benefits which you can avail at certain restaurants and certain places, which also can help you reduce your expenditures. I really hope that I have covered the topics that you were looking for, and have answered to a number of questions that you might have had. And if you still have some questions, please feel free to write about it in the comment section, and I will reply to it at the earliest if I know. And even if I don't know, I'll try and help you out. And I'll also be posting all the links about all the websites and everything in the description box. So I really hope it helps you as well. And that's it for today. So goodbye, take care, stay safe. Bye.